Hi everyone, so glad to see you on my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to make this gorgeous, simple but super striking pattern in crochet. We'll use the brioche technique, creating a look that looks just like knitting. I'll show you how to make these mirrored cables, where one cable twists to the left and the other twists to the right. The pattern itself is incredibly simple. It's made using just one type of stitch, the yarn over slip stitch. The only things you need to know are how to work that stitch and how to keep track of your stitch counts. Each cable is worked in just 2 rows. One row goes in one direction and the second row comes back the other way. The mirrored cable works exactly the same, 2 rows, one in each direction. So go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment telling me what you'd make with this, and let's get started. I'm going to continue working on a swatch I already have here. I've cast on 33 stitches, divisible by 3. And I'm jumping straight into the first row of the cable. I make a turning chain, turn, and on the finished swatch this is the row that runs from right to left all the way to the end. So, how do you work it? Turning chain and turn, done. I yarn over, insert the hook into the second stitch from the hook, grab the working yarn and make a yarn over slip stitch. 1. Yarn over again, insert the hook under the far loop, grab the working yarn and make the second yarn over slip stitch. 2. Yarn over, insert hook under the far loop, grab the working yarn, third yarn over slip stitch. 3. So now I have 3 yarn over slip stitches. That's the first segment of the first row. Turning chain, turn. Going back in the other direction, I make 3 more yarn over slip stitches, starting as always in the second stitch from the hook. All stitches in this row are yarn over slip stitches worked under the far loop. 1, 2, 3. Turning chain, turn. And now the next segment. This is where the repeat of the pattern begins. It's a very simple repeat. Turning chain and turn down. Yarn over, starting the second stitch from the hook. 1, 2, 3. 3 yarn over slip stitches done. Now I'm at the step. Here I insert my hook into the turning bridge. You can see it right there. And I also catch the yarn coming out of that bridge. So I've picked up 2 threads. Right now on my hook I have the working loop plus the 2 threads I just picked up. I yarn over, place it between the working loop and the picked up threads, then go down into the row below and complete the yarn over slip stitch through all loops on the hook. That's the 4th yarn over slip stitch in this segment, and it also serves as the join. Now I finish this segment. 5th yarn over slip stitch and 6th, with yarn over of course. Turning chain, turn. Going back, 3 yarn over slip stitches, 1, 2, 3. Turning chain, turn, and that was the full repeat of this pattern. So the sequence goes like this: 6 yarn over slip stitches. Don't forget the join stitch counts as one of those 6. then back with 3 yarn over slip stitches. 6, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3. Keep working that way to the end of the row and I'll show you how to finish it off. I've reached the end of the row. According to the repeat, I'd normally make 6 stitches here, but there's only room for 3, so I just work 3. Turning chain, turn, done. Yarn over and I work 3 yarn over slip stitches. 1, 2, 3. Turning chain, turn. By the way, I always turn in the same direction. I feel like it gives a much cleaner edge. Now the second row of this same cable. On the finished swatch, this is the long continuous row that runs in one piece from the left edge all the way to the right edge. Turning chain, turn, done. Starting in the second stitch from the hook, I work yarn over slip stitches. 1, 2, 3. When I reach the step, I make the join stitch exactly the same as before. I insert my hook catching 2 threads, the turning bridge and the yarn coming out of it. Yarn over, insert the hook into the row below under the far loop and complete the yarn over slip stitch, which also acts as the join. 4, 5, 6, and join again. I keep working this way to the end of the row. In this row I should end up with exactly 33 stitches, the same number I cast on. If your count doesn't match, there's a mistake somewhere. And I've finished the row. Turning chain, turn. And here is the finished cable from the right side, though honestly both sides look completely identical. We'll call this one the right side. That was the first cable. And here is the second cable. And my working loop ends up at the right edge again. Now here's the thing. If I just start working from the same right edge again, the second cable will look exactly like the first one. All the cables will twist the same way. But I want a mirrored cable, where one goes one way and the next goes the other. So I need to move from my right edge over to the left edge, and I do that with what I call a transition row. There's just one of them. Turning chain, turn, done. Now I simply work 1 yarn over slip stitch into every stitch all the way to the end. That's 33 stitches again, nothing fancy. The transition row is done. Now my working loop is at the left edge, and from here I'll work the 2 cable rows again, but this time they'll form the mirrored cable. The stitch counts are identical to the first cable. Start with 3 stitches, then 3 back, then 6, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, all the way to the end. Finish off the row edge, then work the second row, the long joining row that connects all the little spikes into one cohesive piece. And that gives you the second mirrored cable. So why do these cables come out mirrored? Because the first cable starts from one edge and ends at the other. Then we work the joining row. The second cable does the opposite. It starts from the far edge, ends at the near edge, and again we work the joining row. If you look at the wrong side, it's beautiful too. Perfectly neat, and the cables are mirrored there as well. So I've finished the second cable completely and worked the transition row. Now if I want to, I can start the first cable again from row 1. And look at how gorgeous this is. It probably makes more sense to view it vertically, because that's how we'd use this stitch in a real project. And held that way, it really looks like a proper cabled knit. Both sides look completely the same, both are right sides. The only difference is that on the reverse the little branches point downward instead of upward. So that's the finished stitch. Tell me in the comments, what would you make with it? I can picture scarves, hats, berets, a snood, maybe a shoulder piece, a top, a sweater, or even a tunic. Thank you in advance for your likes, your comments, and for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.